Welcome back to Survivor World. Today we're going to be creating the bridge located at the south side of town. So let's sit back in Minecraft. So I'm just walking down Central Boulevard East, and when we get to the end of the road, it really is the end of the road. It just stops right here, and I want to create a bridge that connects to the mainland over there, build up the terrain, remove the trees, and maybe even put an island in the middle so we can connect the bridge there with a pillar. I'm not sure. We're going to really work on this area and finish it off in today's video. So I've already prepped up, and I put hundreds of dirt blocks in this ender chest, as well as some crafting tables and a stone cutter. I think what we'll be doing first is going over to the other side of the water and just removing some trees, just so we've got a nice clear flat area for where the bridge is going to connect. Okay, so I've spent about 5 minutes just removing some trees, and you can see just the area that I've cleared out. It's not very big, but it's going to be enough where the bridge can just connect to the other side of land and we won't have to deal with any foliage in the way. But I think what I'm going to do quickly is just run back to base and put some more supplies in the ender chest. Okay, so I'm just coming back from the storage system. The sun is setting, and you'll notice that within the ender chest we have a lot of mangrove wood and some more scaffolding and some spruce slabs, which is going to be the base of our bridge. So I'm just going to spend some time now placing in the scaffolding support structure and just a guide that I'm going to follow. Okay, now I'm not entirely sure where this bridge is going to stop, so I'm just going to keep putting in the scaffolding, just burying it right into the terrain. Okay, now this actually looks kind of cool, I won't lie. I think the scaffolding looks quite interesting, but you can see the general shape and the angle in which we're going for, and it should be quite an impressive bridge by the end of it. I think it looked really quite cool, and from the water, yeah, it looks quite nice. It actually looks kind of like a train bridge with all these supports, so we're going to be doing that in a later video, a train bridge, which should be quite cool. Okay, so this is actually a voiceover. I've unfortunately lost some footage of me building the bridge, but I'll just explain what has happened. I built the scaffolding on the other side and since replaced it with some mangrove wood, and as well as putting up some stone supports on each end, and I built a little island right in the middle. So you've not missed too much. It's just quite unfortunate, but you can see the general shape in which I'm going for, and it looks quite good. So back to the video. Yeah, just trying to get this curved shape with the trapdoors and the fence gates. It does work quite well once you get it right, and I'm getting attacked again. These waters are deadly, honestly. But yeah, spending some time trying to get this curved shape so it really looks like it's supporting itself with these supports and the stone on each side. But yeah, you can see from back here, it looks pretty good so far. Just that general shape, the two red curves, I really quite like it, so happy days. But running across the bridge, I'm already in love with this view and the general shape of it so far. I'm just going to go back and craft some trapdoors, and yeah, there we go. I didn't know I swear that wasn't there a minute ago. But I'm just going to do this so I can try and blend it in with the stone, similar to what I've done on each end. You can see there's a trapdoor there, and I think, yeah, I did put one there. So it's just these other two trapdoors over this side of the water. So one here, and same again here. And I think I'll put one behind it as well, just to cover that stone. Just try and blend the colours together so it's not like a harsh transition, and it looks really quite nice actually, now that I've done that. And I'm also missing a trapdoor here, and I'll probably have missed the one on the other side as well, and I have, yeah. So another one right there. And I have to say, from each angle, this bridge, I think it does look pretty nice. So next, I think we're going to spend some time doing the supports and the middle piece. That's if I can actually walk along the bridge and not fall off it. So I think on top of the pillars, I'm just going to bring these up a block, same here and over here as well. Just as some kind of decorative piece, but we'll no doubt change this out for maybe some logs, but I'm not sure. But from back here, yeah, it does look nice. I think logs will look better, but we'll change that in the future. I think just now we're going to spend some time over the ends of the bridge and just try and do some work on these stone parts. In fact, before I start working on the stone parts, I'm going to put some support pieces underneath these pillars, just to try and make it look more structural, as if there's actual weight on this bridge and they need a lot of supports. And now I'll just repeat what I've done on the other side, just here. and yeah, that looks pretty good so far. And I'm also just going to put some slabs and some stairs over this end and the other end, of course. Just try and, again, make it look like the stone structural end parts have really taken a lot of weight. And from back here, yeah, I think it does actually look quite nice. And I'll chuck this rotten flesh away, I don't want that. But it does actually look quite nice, so I'm happy with this and how it's going. Okay, so I'm now just going to craft some spruce planks and fill in the floor. So I've actually got something to run on and I wouldn't keep falling off my bridge. I'm going to put full blocks on each end, and then I'll put some slabs throughout the middle parts. And now, just like that, oh, enough, of course, make a mistake. Just like that, we have our road deck complete. So let's go back and, yeah, it is a nice shape. I think once we get the railings in and a few other pieces, I think it will turn out really quite nice. I'll tell you what, making this tree farm over here was a very, very good decision. Mangrove trees are the most annoying thing to harvest. It's a shame the wood looks so good because it's very irritating to try and harvest them. But making this sort of puddle which pushes all the drops into the middle, which then they get harvested and put into a chest, I think it's a very good idea. So if you haven't done one of these in your own world, I recommend it. If anyone has any better ideas on harvesting a mangrove tree, please let me know because I am desperate for the information. Running back towards the bridge, I mean, it's great to keep walking and have a bridge and not just end at the water's edge. And so now I'm just going to spend some time putting some mangrove pillars above these trapdoors and sort of structural pieces, and that does look quite nice actually. So we're going to stick with that. Same on the other side. And then we're going to do the same in the middle as well. So we are going to end up replacing these, like I said, that we probably would do. And I think this is going to turn out quite nice. And then we're also just going to do it again at the other side. Okay, so let's take a look at how this is turning out. And yeah, like I said already, once we get some blocks above the road deck, I think it's going to really start making a difference, and it already has. So I think next we're going to do some more work on the railings. I think for the railings I'm going to use some mangrove fence gates, just so they've got a sort of different texture, a much more unique texture I feel than fences. But I don't actually have any sticks on me, so I'm going to have to run all the way to the bamboo farm. But I don't mind running around in this world. I really quite like it actually. That's one of the main reasons why I don't have an elytra. It's just quite nice to be from ground level and look around. I do think in the future though, I'll be creating some sort of underground transport system. As I've said in the world tour, this world and the city is themed around a sort of Victorian era city, so around the 1890s kind of time. And you might be thinking that a subway is quite modern. It's not actually. The oldest subways were made in the 1800s, which is perfect for this kind of world. So we could have some sort of underground network, subway network, which I think we will end up doing because the city's getting too big for me to run around, and it's still less cheaty I feel than an elytra. But you can see, yeah, we've got some bamboo which will all be turned into sticks. Okay, so let's craft that into the planks, and then from the planks we'll craft it down into sticks. Okay, so we have ourselves 25 mangrove fence gates. I've also got some trapdoors. I think you'll see what I'm going to do with the trapdoors in a minute. I think I'm going to put them there, and same with around the other side, just so they've got some kind of connecting piece. It might not look as good from up on the bridge, but from down below it should look pretty good. And look at that, perfect amount. I love when that happens. And we'll stick that trapdoor just here. Okay, so let's go and we'll see how this is turning out, but it should... Yeah, I quite like that actually. I think that looks really quite nice. And once you get it on all three other sides, and we can work in the middle part as well, this is going to turn out really quite nice. Okay, so I just spent some time chopping down some mangrove trees. Going to cut down the logs into planks and get some more trapdoors. And this will hopefully give us a better idea of how this area is going to look. But again, I think this was such a good decision to create a bridge here, especially using these blocks, because I do think that they look... I think they're some of the best blocks that Mojang have added. And especially from this side, so let's take a look. Yeah, it looks really quite nice. I'd say that it works quite well as well. It's a shame that mangrove fence gates, or just any fence gates, are so expensive, but they're worth it. You know, it's a hard price, but yeah. And hopefully we'll have enough. I don't know if we will. One short. Amazing. I have the last fence gate as the sun is setting, and there we go. So now let's sleep and we'll continue in the morning. Okay, so now I got some more trapdoors. Let's place them in and we'll see how it's looking. From down here, yeah, I'd say it's looking pretty good. I really quite like this design for a bridge. These stone parts, again, are looking quite boring. I said we'd work on them ages ago, but we just didn't. I just got completely distracted, so we'll work on them again later. But I think what's next is some lighting on the bridge. Just, again, add more life, add more height and variation as well. So we'll put some stone pieces here and some fence gates, or some fences even, on top. And we'll see how that looks. Same on these 4 pillars in the middle, but running out of walls. But we'll see how this looks. And from back here, that is pretty good actually. I quite like that. I do think we'll put some lights on top, some lanterns. Again, it also just illuminates the bridge and should hopefully add more detail to the bridge as well. But before we add the lanterns, I just want to see how it looks with no lanterns on it. And we swim out. Yeah, it does look pretty good. We still need to put stuff in the middle of the bridge, but we can do that in a minute. But from back here, yeah, I think this is turning out really quite well. But let's first of all style up these end parts. Just remove the scaffolding on both sides. I'm not too sure what to do here. We're definitely gonna have some stone up on this end, but yeah, I'm not too sure. But we'll experiment. You know, we'll experiment. But here, I think I'm just gonna have it curve. I think just round to the road, just like that. Probably. Yeah, we'll put that there. And then we'll move the dirt underneath it and look into the terrain that once was there. And oh, there we. This terrain is hard to climb. I'll tell you that. So I'll just remove that there and put some stone back in its place. And from this side, I'm just gonna leave it as it is for now, and we'll just build this up. So it's kind of like a retaining wall, but yeah, we'll leave that. If we had a stair, I think a stair would look quite nice, or a slab. Let's just get a stair. And yeah, I think that looks not bad. Not bad. It looks not bad. As our first attempt, it's not bad. We'll move the stair 1 block up and have to jump down and then scale this mountain again. And now with that stair moved back, we'll put a slab there, and I think it's turning out not bad. We'll do the same on the other side. Only because this side is slightly different, we're gonna have to yeah, we're not gonna have it drop down or whatever. We're gonna have to move the terrain further up as well. And you can see the different levels in which I was gonna stop this stone retaining wall, but I just kept pushing it forward to get the bridge looking more even and balanced. But we'll bring these walls all the way back to about here, and yeah, we'll move these ones as well. I think this is as far back as I'm gonna go, and yeah, that looks not bad. Not too bad actually. From the bridge, it looks okay. From down below, that wall looks really quite boring actually. From far away though, both sides, yeah, they could do with a bit of detail, especially up there. We're going to put some more sort of ornate decorations, the sticky out pieces. I don't know what you'd call them. What we're going to do first is I'm going to create some stair variants of these blocks. Just again, like I was saying, add some detail. I've got a cool idea. Just sort of make some indents inside of the wall. Hopefully this should turn out what I imagine it will turn out like. I'm not too sure. I think about here, and yeah, about here we'll put some stone there, and we'll put an andesite stair there as well. And hopefully from far away, probably put another one. Should we? Yeah, we should probably put another one actually right in that corner, just so it looks consistent. And we'll have to put some stone behind that, so it's not just dirt. And then we go over to the other side, we'll do the same, and this should hopefully add so much more detail. Just a little thing like that can make or break a build. So let's have our first one there. We'll have the same next to it. And then we'll have another one around here. And probably another one here as well. And we'll probably remove that andesite that's in the dirt. Just make it look as if the grass has grown right underneath it. But I don't have any on me, so we'll just put them two there, and then remove these ones here. And I'll just quickly pinch some of the terrain further up, just to get an idea of how this looks. And I think that's the right choice to make. So from far away, it should have quite a bit more detail on these stone walls. And yeah, I was right, it does actually look pretty good now. Again, like I was saying, they make or break a build, but we'll put some more lights on, or some lighting pieces on each side of the stone. I've actually just had another idea, which is to put some sort of arches within the top part. So we have, you'll notice what I'm doing here. Where if I just put a stone there, and yeah, that does actually look not bad. I don't know if we can do it from the other side. Probably not, because it's too small. But from this side where it's bigger, it should hopefully look quite nice. And yeah, we'll just do this the entire length along the entire upper part. And from this other side, I think we'll just remove these blocks and then build this end one back up. Put a stair here, and then a stair on the other side, and then put a slab there, and we can get this design consistent on both sides of the bridge. So now I'm just going to swim over, and yeah, I mean, that has just done it. Actually, that looks so much better now. I'm very, very happy with that change. Now, just running along this bridge just feels so good now, and we're going to put some stone pillars, probably here, just on the edges of the curve. We're going to put some fences on top, and I'm one wall short, I believe. One wall, yeah, one wall, and 3 fences. But I think that again, every little detail just helps tie in the build, especially using the different colour fences on top, so they match the rest of the bridge, the wall. It's this split in the divide in colour, which I think will make it work really quite well. And we're going to put this last wall right in. And I completely forgot to get the fences, but from far away we'll just check how this looks, and even from here, just the banks of the water, it just looks quite fantastic now. I am very happy with this so far. We still need to do that middle part and some of the fences. I think we'll put another wall again on the edge of that stone retaining part, but yeah, perfect. Yeah, like I was saying, we're going to put a wall here, and once we get a fence on top of that, it's just going to look very, very nice. I'm going to put some fences here, and I've got some trapdoors which I'll put in the middle, but we'll do that later on. And I need one more fence. Perfect. And now with these remaining trapdoors, I think I'm just going to put them here, and put another one there, and then same on this side as well. But we need another trapdoor. What is it with only being one short the entire build? Actually, what I've done is I've removed the trapdoor that was there. I'm just going to put some more stone walls here, just to try and... I'm not too sure. We might change this, and I think we probably will. It might look nicer just blending the hedge of this wooden house to the wall, and we remove these floor stone and replace it with some mangrove wood and the trapdoor. Just put this back exactly what it once was, and if we get some hedges, which I don't know I have in these boxes, I'll empty my inventory and I'll probably have to get some. But before I do that, I'll put some trapdoors into this middle part here. I'm not using fence gates. I don't think I need to use fence gates here, and I think the circular pattern within this trapdoor will look quite nice, especially from far away. It'll just be like a window into the centre of the bridge. And I will also just put some more spruce flooring down this part as well. Putting off me going and getting some leaves, I'm just going to build the road back in as well, and we'll touch on those leaves in just a moment. But this is what I use for the road, just this random variation of different blocks. I think that it's quite a nice combination of blocks. They all work quite well together, and the mud texture when you're walking on it, it sinks your character in. It's kind of like little bumps in the road. It's quite nice. And because I've got some bone meal, I'll just bone meal some of the grass, just try and bring some more life to this area. And of course, still putting off getting some leaves because I don't have any shears on me and I need to go back and get some. I'm just going to bone meal these islands. I think I'll remove the flowers. I'm not that fussed for the flowers. I just kind of like the grass, just the textured grass and the ferns that are on the grass as well. But now this hillside just looks so much better with just the grass on it. It really does make quite a difference, the bone mealing of the Minecraft grass. And we'll move this the scaffolding up here because I don't think we need these anymore. Whilst I was away getting some the road blocks, I also got some path blocks, which is just some coarse dirt some packed mud and some mushroom blocks, which I'm just going to scatter around here just to try and we'll come back and we'll extend this path right into this forest at a later date. Probably lead it to another town. I've always had this vision of a sort of company miners town quite far away, but it will look quite cool once you see it, but me describing it doesn't do it justice. But yeah, it's quite a nice combination for blocks for a path, I feel at least. And I'm just going to spend some more time extending it into the forest a bit deeper as well. Okay, so I went and got some blocks for the hedges, and I'm just going to put them down here. And I think this is the best port of call for this area. I'm just going to also put some, well, maybe not actually. Yeah, I think it looks quite nice, just some grass. I was going to put some leaves down there, but no, I think it looks quite nice just like that. Something is missing though. I think I'm going to texture it with some birch leaves. Just a bit of variation, yeah. It doesn't really match the theme of this house next to it, but that's fine. I think it's kind of like these two areas are just being blended together. But there's something else missing. I'm not sure what to do to improve it. Might put some moss on top. Not sure though, but for now we'll just leave it. Now it's time for personally my favourite part of this build, which is going to be detailing the river, which I'm just going to do similar to what I've done in the past, where I place a lot of leaves around the shoreline. I just try and make it look as if all of the leaves in the forest have all fallen into the water and gathered around these sort of edges, and just make it look really quite swampy, but I think it looks really quite nice when I do that, especially when I have the moss carpets, which you can place on water, by the way. I didn't know you could do that until recently. And just things like this, as well as the small drip leaves, they make all the difference. They really do. What a unique block. If anyone knows how to get them, let me know, because I know you can only get them through trading. And we're also going to do the same on these islands as well. But yeah, as I've said before, the small drip leaves just look fantastic. What a great block that Mojang added. But placing the moss carpets on top of the leaves, just try and give it more of a variation in the texture. It just works. And placing these small drip leaves, it's annoying that you can only place them in the water, but you know, when you do, I mean, just look at them. Just look at them. Yeah, that looks good. And now I'm just going to do some more on the other side of this island as well. And then go back and break all the gaps in between the leaves. And like I was saying, from far away, I mean, it just looks fantastic, I feel, especially with the bridge. I think this area is going to turn out really quite well, and I think might be a new personal favourite. If you watch the world tour, you know that I have a lot of favourites in this world. I spent a lot of time building it, and I think it is shaping out very, very nice. It also turns out you can't place small drip leaves on sand, which I had no idea. So I'm going to have to place some dirt and put some drip leaves on top of that. Yeah, this is very annoying that you can't place it on sand, but the wandering traders came by. Let's hope we can get some more small drip leaves from this guy. No, we can't. Oh well. At least he's enjoying the swamp sort of vibes I've got going here. Imagine replicating this throughout every body of water around the city. I think that will turn out amazing, but that's quite a task, which will be undertaken at some point, but not in today's video. But it's now time to do the other side of the river. But yeah, especially in these deeper areas, we have to stack up multiple blocks and then shear out underneath them. But like I said, at the end, it becomes worth it. And the sun is setting, so we'll sleep in a moment as well. And now, just to differentiate between the grass, I'm going to put some moss carpets on it as well, and same on top of the water, just like I've done throughout the entire sort of river's edge. And now I'm just going to remove some of the leaves, get some gaps in, and yeah, this is looking quite good over here. It's a shame that I'm running out of small drip leaves though, because I'm going to have to be quite scarce when I place them. Because, like I said, I don't... Oh, look at that. That's a weird lighting error. Same over there as well. There's some more lighting errors over this way. Don't know why that's happened, but I don't like that. Bug rock edition, am I right? And I almost forgot to put some lanterns on top of this bridge. I've been threatening to do that for so long. I just get so distracted. But this is going to turn out very nice with the illumination of the bridge. I'm just going to place them on each end for now and see how that looks. I bet we'll probably end up doing it the entire length of the walkway. And I'm just going to quickly run over to the trading hall, get some emeralds and buy some more lanterns, just because I do think I'm going to need more. But I do like having lanterns on me. It's one of these blocks which I always carry on me, always carry a light source, so I can just place them down when need to. And I'm also just going to repair my tools as well whilst they're here. Okay, so whilst I was at my base, I also got some lily pads, and yeah, this oak building I think turned out really nice. I'm going to start uploading shorts of me building this oak building, because yeah, I mean, I do think it is quite a stunning mansion house which I built. Very happy with that. And yeah, some lily pads, going to put some more variation. Again, they're slightly different colour, they're quite dark. I don't know why they're that dark, especially with the icon in the heart bar. I quite like them though. They're a nice sort of variation in the colour. Quite dark, like I was saying, but it just works quite well in this area. And yeah, looking at the bridge, I think we are going to put some more lanterns on it, but it does look very nice. I'm going to maybe just remove all the trees on that side as well, just so it's that nice sort of flat empty land. It could lead to some farmland, because it's kind of outside of the city limits. This bridge and the river, more importantly, sort of differentiates between the city and the outer world. So I think over the bridge will be farmland, and I might remove the trees off camera, I might do it on camera. We'll no doubt work in this area again soon, but yeah, same with Wandering Trader, no drip leaves. But look at this, man, it just feels so good to look at, and especially when we get up there and, like I was saying, put this sort of foliage on the water throughout the world. I think it's going to look great. But let's put some lanterns in this middle part, because again it's getting dark. We'll see how it looks when it's dark. And from over here, yeah, I think this is a new favourite. I mean, it just looks so good. I think it's turned out really quite well. Very, very proud of this build. It's not often I build a bridge. I've built one other bridge in this world, and like I said, I'm going to tunnel through those trees and that land. But I mean, look at this. I think this has turned out really quite phenomenal. So I'm very, very happy with that. And especially from this side as well. Again, I think it just looks good from all angles. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly run up to the Cartography Cathedral and get some of the maps, just update them, because it'll be quite a change. That was it before, and luckily it's all in the one map, so I'm happy with that. And you can see already, you can see that grass at the top left spreading in through the map, and we'll see how this looks. Yeah, there we go, it's starting to appear. Oh, look at that. That island as well in the middle, and the path that just on the other side. It's a shame it just ends actually. Makes me want to build more, but I mean, look at that. That looks quite good on the map. And I'd say that that's area down at the bottom of the world, of the city, nearing completion. So I'm happy with that. And yeah, over there I think I might just remove trees. Next time I need wood, I'll just go over there and I'll harvest the trees that are over there. I do need a lot of birch planks and birch logs for this future project. I think we'll be doing that next week. The new museum of the city, which should turn out quite well. And back on the map, it just looks great from over here. And like I was saying, around the river edge, I'm going to put more sort of foliage. Again, the leaves are falling in the water. It will just look quite good. This is the other map as well. The other bridge up at the top right of the map, the Tough Bridge. But yeah, look at that. Very, very happy with how this has turned out. Okay, so I want to see how the bridge looks from far away. So I'm over at the far east side. You can see the Tough Bridges over there, and I'm just going to run down this sort of nice grassy path, which actually it feels really quite disconnected from the city. I think this area is another favourite of mine. But when we keep running over, we'll see the lake, and yeah, you can see the bridge far off in the distance. We'll have to get a telescope out for that, and yeah, that looks quite phenomenal from back here. I'm very happy with that. Very, very happy with that. Especially from this bridge as well. It makes this bridge feel quite boring and unimportant, but yeah, we need to work on that little part there of the Purple Gardens estate. Yeah, you can just see that it's quite empty there. But the bridge, I mean, look at that. That is just what this area needed. Yeah. Very happy with that. And now we've run over here. Like I was saying, all these trees are probably going to get chopped down. I quite like the area being quite empty and grassy, but look at that bridge. I mean, it makes me want to build another one. Just I mean, look at this, especially once you get this river completed and the lake, once it's all pretty and all the foliage and all these trees are removed, it's going to look quite amazing over here. But yeah, no, I'm very happy with how this area turned out. I think this has been a very worthwhile project. So I'm happy with that. And yeah, up here on the bridge as well, looking over, it just feels good. But thanks very much everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, do all the things that YouTube wants you to do, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. So, take care.